It's definitely means a lot to me. I mean, everybody's here working hard, and then we got a really talented staff. So to be able to be the guy that kind of starts us off and kind of has the ability to get us moving in which direction it's good, because I know whoever's going to come after me is going to be just as good as I can do. So it's going to be fun to be able to lead them the first day.
What's it like? Because talk a little bit about the staff, because you were here last year, correct?
I was here for 1 day, yeah.
For 1 day.
Yeah.
So you're a veteran staff. Talk a little bit about what the staff kind of has.
I mean, this will be, I think, a few of the guys, or at least my first full year. So I think everyone else has been here they've had that first year under their belt. So being able to have the experience, knowing what to expect. I had my first year, or last year was a long college year, followed by a decent the half year here. So I've got a little bit, but to be able to watch these other guys and kind of see how they go about their business each day, like maintaining their body, so that way they'll be able to make it August, September. So it's gonna be helpful being able to watch those guys, kind of see what they're doing.
Yeah, and you just glance at batting practice a little bit. It looks like there's going to be some runs scored. How comforting is it as a pitcher to see your guys got some bats on this team?
I mean, we were out in the outfield just laughing. It looked like easy runs that are going to be put up, and it's going to be really fun to watch. Those hitters are really young, really talented, and those some of the most talented guys I've ever seen. And not only at the plate too, but knowing that they're going to be there on defense behind us is going to be just a great feeling.
All right, my last question to you is, obviously the Padres organization at the top, it's kind of a rebuild. For you in the minor leagues, how advantageous is that, knowing that there is room for growth, is not necessarily just a juggernaut at the top?
I think you kind of keep that in your mind, but at the same time, it's not a whole lot that you can do for you. At this point, I'm just going out each day, trying to do as good as I can, and then whenever the opportunity comes for advancement, I'll just kind of keep doing what I'm doing that got me there. So just got to stay with that kind of plan.
All right. Is there anybody that you kind of grew up watching? Who do you model your pitching game after?
Modeling pitching game after?
Who do you emulate?
My favorite pitcher growing up was always Mariano Rivera,
Okay.
which my fastball kind of cuts a little bit like him. I know I'm a starter and he's one of the best closers in baseball, but just more modeling like the way he approached it, not so much his repertoire outside of the cutter, just the way he went out there, looked at him on the mound. You couldn't tell if he just blew the lead or if he's just 2 outs away from World Series. So just looking at about how he went about his business is kind of what I kind of watched after.
Okay. Do you ever, because they just put up new posters in the clubhouse kind of on the way, do you ever look at it like Jake Peavy, a guy like that? Corey Kluber came through Fort Wayne. Do you ever envision yourself in that regard, being like, I could be one of these guys someday?
I think you have to. If you're just looking at yourself saying, I hope I make it, I hope I can be good enough, I think you're going to struggle.
Sure.
I think you got to approach each day saying, I have the potential to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. And so definitely watching it, looking at Jake Peavy, Corey Kluber, some of the guys who just dominated the top of the top, you got to envision that's what you can do. So whether or not you're able to do it, that's to be seen, but that should be your goal, is to be as good as you can be.